I did not know that I was not live, guys. One of you should have said something. Oh my God. Anyhow, I don't know if you guys saw what I was doing just then or not. I don't know if you guys heard anything I was doing. I don't know. Please let me know so I could redo everything. Scott Johnson, how's it going, my friend? New Haven Rails, Ron, how's it going, bud? Frank Nia, nice to see you in here. Ethan Armitage, how's it going, bud? John Tanzillo, nice to see you. That was a big rookie mistake, man. I tell you that right now. Anyhow, if you guys didn't hear what I was going to say, let me go over this real quick, only because I like to acknowledge everybody. And while I'm doing that, we're going to go to this scene right here so I can acknowledge everyone of my membership. I have grown a couple of extra memberships the past couple of weeks. So we'll start off with Mr. Jim Veronico, Bugs Moran, Ron Moen, Dustin Zenscale, Brian Page, Joe Rader, Chris Mitchell, Robert Young, Dave BNSF, Grandpa Rails, Mark Arnold, Ken Amos Jr., Frank Steelefan, Dennis Dew, Rodney Miner, Ron New Haven Rails, and Paul Jordan. Guys, thank you so much. I do appreciate that. And that's going to help towards next year's Christmas gifts. So, now that that's been said, let me go over the super chats from last week, 2 weeks ago. Steve Pezzi, Sparky107, Manny Fernandez, Kevin Brown, and Grandpa Rails. And like I just mentioned here earlier, Paul Jordan, Union Central Systems, he's the newest member, and I appreciate that, Paul. Thank you so much. Let's see. Thomas Grassi, how's it going, bud? RDA N Scale, how's it going, my friend? Who else we have in here? I was wondering why I wasn't seeing the amount of people up there. You guys just kept on chatting, not even telling me I was live or not. Oh my God. Anyhow, what I was going to do tonight, and I'm going over this again. I had gotten this a while back, just before Christmas. It was one of my Christmas gifts to myself. And I was going to show you guys how to put a decoder in an Atlas locomotive. It's a little bit different than a Cato locomotive. This one here is going to require a couple of tools, a whole big screwdriver. Anyhow, when I ordered it, I think either I ordered it wrong or they picked it wrong, and they sent me this decoder instead. Now, this decoder here will fit an Amtrak P42 locomotive, which is okay because I do have one of those I need to put a decoder in. Now, if you guys watched my last video, my update number 7, you know I was having a problem with these video cards, right? And let me show you what these are here, okay? These are what they call video capture cards, okay? And what it does, from the camera, HDMI from the camera, HDMI into here, and then it changes it to USB, okay? So there's one. It's one a little bit different style, but it's the same thing, USB on one side. HDMI on one side and USB on the other side. And this is the same. And this is the same. And this one is the same. So I had bought one of these multi video capture cards, and I had a problem with it because it was missing. First of all, it was missing the power supply. You guys saw that in my cleanup number 7. Well, in tomorrow's video, you'll see that I actually did get a second one, and it had the same exact problem: parts missing, and it didn't work. So I ordered this guy, and all I did, it got here about 3 o'clock. It said it was going to get here today, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be here in time to do this live stream. That's why I posted that video earlier. Anyhow, the first thing I did with that, I opened the box up, and all the parts were there. Remote control, 4 extra HDMI cables thrown in there. First thing I did, a USB cable. First thing I did was I plugged the power supply in, and when that red light came on, I said, we're good to go. That's a pretty slick little tool, little gadget. First of all, it works with this remote control. And I can do several things with this. So let's see. Let me turn this camera on here. Come on. Guess it would help if I press the right button. The problem I was having with these guys is when you plug them in to the USB port and you go to OBS, OBS only sees USB video capture. So imagine having 3 of these in there. The computer gets confused. It doesn't know which one I want to do. And that was a lot of the problems I would have. So they would just get really hot and they would quit. So this machine that I got is there's 4 inputs and 1 HDMI out and 1 USB out. And it's got front microphone and headphones on there. It's got buttons on the front. I still got to look at the book for that. But anyhow, it's pretty slick because I don't have to use my Stream Deck anymore. I hope this works now. Let's see, come on now. Work. That's camera number 2. And let me see. And that's camera number 3. And so we go back to number 1. And there you go. Now, I can also do this. I can do this. Of course, I have, well, wait a minute. You know what? We'll show off a little bit tonight. Come on. Yeah, okay, that's on. There you go. I had all 4 of my cameras on. Isn't that cool? And then I can go back to here. Just like that. This is great. I think I paid like $100 for this. And let me tell you something. It is worth every penny of it, because if I don't have any problems like I've been having with these guys right here, it's going to be well worth the money. Now, my second dilemma I have, and I'm hoping that maybe one of you guys might be able to help me with this, is I bought one of these. And I hooked it up according to the videos I see on YouTube, because YouTube is the place to go if you want to find out how to do stuff. And I couldn't get it to work. So if anyone knows how to hook this up, please let me know, because I would like to have it hooked up. I do not have a radio voice, and I would like to tweak my voice a little bit and see how it works. So I have all the cables. I have the XLR cables. I have the USB cables. I have 1/4-inch jacks. I have all necessary plugs and wires that I need. So if anybody knows how to do that, I would appreciate it. All right. So I am really happy with this guy. Really, really happy. But anyhow, like I said, I really didn't have anything planned. I do want to say one thing. The international guys, you'll be going out. Your packages will be going out sometime this coming week. Gus Hadley, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Anyhow, I've been to the post office 3 times more than I wanted to go. I've been to the post office 4 times. And that is because payments are coming in drips and drabs for the postage. Now, I want to tell you something. I asked you guys for $10 for postage. When you guys get your package, look at the postage on there. Every one of them, except for maybe 3 or 4, were more than $10. So I did take care of it. But if you guys feel like you want to chip in and help me out with that, that would be okay. Next year, it will be totally different. Next year, I will be taking care of the postage myself. Another thing I want to say, hello, Mr. Nathan DeLay. Very good, Chris. I appreciate that. We appreciate you telling me. Hello, Mr. Joe Sestito. How you been? I haven't seen you for quite a while. Georgia Sunbelt. Nice to see you, bud. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yes. Now, next year, I am going to be really strict about this, because there was a couple of you guys that drove me crazy. How do I mean you drove me crazy? Well, you entered the contest in one name, and then you email me with a different name. Now, am I supposed to be a mind reader and know this email and this name goes with this YouTube? I don't remember that stuff. Guys, I have 4,000 subscribers. I can't remember everybody. So please, next year, in any contest that I do between now and next year, if you enter the contest on Joe Schmo and you email me with Joe Schmo. This way, there's no confusion. I went crazy trying to figure out who these guys were. And I had it all figured out. Anyhow, I got a few more people that still need to pay for postage. You guys have until the end of this month, which is less than a week and a half away, to get it up. I would hope so, Joe. You know what someone told me at one time? One of my dad's friends, our last name, and I don't know how true this is, means little Indian. Now, Ses is abbreviation of seis, which is six in Italian and Spanish. So I don't know how true that is. And Tito, I don't know. Could be Indian. I don't know. That's what somebody told me a long time ago. I was still a baby, like 12, 13 years old. Yeah. So let's get back on that. I will be very strict next year. If I don't recognize who you are when you enter a contest, I'm not going to go crazy looking for you. I'm just not going to enter you in the contest, period. That's it. I did a lot of footwork in this past couple of weeks to figure out guys, a lot of extra footwork going to the post office, which I didn't want to do. But it's done. I have about 5 or 6 more packages that need to go out, and we'll be done with it. Let's see who else we got in here. Dave BNSF, how's it going, bud? Anyhow, yeah. So you guys, like I said, this is going to be a fly-by-night type of live stream. Next week, hopefully, I will have them, and I will do a couple of decoder installs on my CSX SD70 Ace and 2 SD40s. Oh, wow. That's because it's green. All right, let's see if we can do it this way, though, right? Okay. This SD40, this was, that's not supposed to do that. Huh, really? Anyhow, that was a custom job by Mr. Vermonter Rail Fan. He painted it up to a locomotive that's actually here in town that does the work. So, yeah, I'm proud of that. I just need to put a decoder in. Now, that locomotive has an old MRC sound decoder. And I found that one day when we were getting ready to do some stuff. Oh, thank you, Steve. I appreciate that, bud. We were getting ready to do some stuff in train room number 1, and we need to take the shelf out that was in the closet. So we're clearing everything off the shelf, and Ryan, who was helping me at the time, he finds this decoder up there, and it's got a speaker on it. I said, what in the hell is this from? And I realized that way back in the day when these decoders first come out with sound, I had bought this decoder and put it in that locomotive. And it worked all the way up till about 6 months ago, and then it just quit working. But I mean, the sound was terrible. But you know, it was the first sound decoder I ever had. Kyle Stevens, how's it going, bud? Nice to see you in here. Double Diamond Rebel, nice to see you, bud. Hey, no drinking. This is a family show. I'm surprised this guy's staying alive as long as he is. So yeah, let's see if I can. I like playing with this thing now that everything works. Look at that. That's a nice picture, too. That's the best picture I've ever gotten. And let's see. Go back to this one. Yeah, that one still works. And then we'll go to that one. Come on. There you go. And then back to this one. I like this thing. It works really good. I'm glad I spent this $100. I've been driving eBay and Amazon crazy, sending all these things back. Anyhow, beer with no fajitas? Oh, that's too bad. Speaking of fajitas, what am I going to eat tonight? Hey, it's 5:24. John Dilly is not here. I sent him a thing. No, that's too bad. That's Ohio Central. Wow. Hello, Ian. How's it going, bud? So, I've been watching seen some of the commercials on TV. And, device is not connected. John, your device is not connected. Toyota, it's got a new car coming out, and it's called a Scout. That car is hot. I know. I was thinking about, what's another $400 a month for a car payment? No, my car payments are done. I ain't buying no more cars. Joe S. How's that, Joe S? Anyhow, guys, if you have some questions for me or whatever, I want to continue this live stream a little bit longer because I was really anxious to get it going and make sure this thing works. Now let me show you. You guys can see this. Camera 3. If you can see this guy blinking right here, let's see if I can get a better shot of that. Oops. This guy right here is the 4-channel HDM guy. The light that's flashing telling you that it's receiving information from the cameras and stuff. So I'm pretty happy with that. Right next to that is a USB, multi-port USB, and the USB. Oops. The USB from here is plugged into there. Yeah, so I think this thing is working pretty darn good. Now, the only thing is the remote control has to be definitely clear line of sight, because if it's off anyway, it's not going to work. There he is. And let me get my partner up here. Possum Bayou Rusty, how's it going, my friend? It's called Digit Now. I got this on Amazon. I think it was just under $100, like $99 or something like that. It is definitely worth it because each one of these guys that I bought was like $10 to $15. And like I said, when you put this into the USB port, the computer doesn't know this one from this one or this one, So that's why I was having problems with them, because they were all fighting. When you go into OBS to hook up your video capture, it says USB capture card, 3 of them. Which one do you choose? You keep clicking on it until the right one comes up. Drew Steele, how's it going, bud? Nice to see you in here. Ken N, nice to see you, bud. Model number, let's see if there's a model number on here. There's just a number on the side of the box. It's U143-US-A. I don't think that's a model number, though. Let me see if there's any other information in here. Oh, by the way, you also get 4 USB cables, and I could apply for this $8 gift card from Amazon. Let's see. It just says 4-channel USB 3.0 HDMI video capture user manual. And I don't think it says anything else in here. Let me look. This book is in 5 different languages, but no, it doesn't give a model number or anything. How about on the top? 4-channel USB video capture. No, that's all it says. It doesn't give any kind of model number. So, like I said, you'll find it on actually, what I'll do, give me a day, and I'll go ahead and put it in my influencer part of Amazon. So you guys can go right there, and if you like it, you can buy it right there, and I'll make $1 or $2. All right. So, Mr. John, let me bring you up here. Hello, Mr. John.
What's happening?
And you?
I don't know. I was going to take a hammer to this computer.
Yeah, I saw that earlier. It says your device wasn't hooked up or couldn't find it or something.
It's just going slower than dog snot, and I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It must be the week of technical difficulties for everybody.
Gotta be.
I tell you, I just was showing everybody this video capture machine that I just bought.
Yeah.
And got rid of all these little HDMI video capture cards.
Right.
And it's working great so far.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
So what you been up to, bud?
Oh well, got a coworker out at work. He's going to be gone for about a month. He had to have 2 discs replaced in his neck.
Who is that?
My coworker.
Oh.
So which I'm glad I'm not him, because he can't move. He's not supposed to move for 2 weeks. You know, he's got his head in a brace. So I was like, that'd drive me fucking crazy. Oop.
They would drive me nuts too. I don't have a bleep thing here, John.
Yeah. Oops.
Ken N was leaving. Take care, Ken. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate it.
See you later, Ken. No,
it's funny.
I haven't done a whole lot of anything. Yeah, I'm gonna try and work on getting some crossing lights. I got a thing from Dwarven for Kimberly's layout. I'm gonna kind of plan out how to set that up, and then on Monday after work, when she's here after school, then I'm gonna have her do part of the install so she knows what's going on.
Yeah.
So other than that, I don't really have anything really going on.
So
besides work.
So this is what this unit looks like, John. Okay.
Yeah.
And on the back side, you got 4 inputs and 1 output for HDMI. There's 4 HDMI inputs and 1 HDMI output. So I'm thinking that if I had 1 more monitor, I probably can run it off of that also. So that would give me 4 monitors instead of 3.
Yeah, it probably would.
And then it's got on the front panel, it's got a USB out. That's what I'm hooked up to my computer with. A headphone and a microphone input jacks on the front. Then it's all worked by this little guy.
Wow, remote.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Kevin Brown. Appreciate it. Anyhow, check this out, John. I think all my cameras are still on. Yeah. So instead of using my Stream Deck now, I use this little remote. So change there. And we change there. And we change there.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Then, wait a minute now. I'm not done yet. Then I could do this, which is on there anyhow. Then I could do this. And back to this one. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is. That's pretty neat.
I mean, to me, it was well spent. $100 well spent. If I'm going to get this kind of great stuff coming out of this machine right here, I'll be happy. You know,
right?
Because all the problems I was having, I didn't know until 3 o'clock today if I was actually going to have a live stream tonight.
Yeah, I saw your video where you were talking about you had problems.
So it was like between 3 and 3:30 when that showed up. So I had to hook everything up, make sure it all worked before and that was after I said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing a live stream tonight," and I didn't even know if the stuff was working or not.
got there in just the nick of time.
Yeah. So anyhow, I'm glad it did because I did miss having you guys last week. I spent spent some time with my grandson yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's teething, right?
Oh,
so
yeah.
Anything that he can get his hands on, he puts in his mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
So he grabs my finger and he puts my finger in his mouth. His freaking teeth are sharp, man. I mean, they're just barely peeking
sticking
through.
through. Yeah.
They're just barely sticking through, and he's like chomping on my finger, and it was hurting. I told my daughter, "Damn, this hurts." And she started laughing. Oh God, I can't believe it. He's like 7 months already, dude.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
time flies. Time flies. What else we got?
No
What's
kidding.
the biggest building you built so far? What's my biggest? The biggest building I built. I think it was the paper company was the biggest because there was a couple of buildings involved with that. But I think that was the biggest building I built. You will see a mail call tomorrow in tomorrow's video. I will not be doing a premiere because tomorrow's video is only going to be 15 minutes or less. So I'm just going to go over some stuff, blah, 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 mail call. And I'm going to yell at some people for giving me a hard time.
Dave BNSF says ribs. Start him off right. Give him ribs and let him chew on a rib.
There you go. There's a place here in town, and I was thinking about going, taking my daughter and his son-in-law out to dinner. It's Medieval Times.
Oh yeah.
And you actually are in an arena, and you sit around the arena at the tables where they have served dinner, and you watch the show. And I'm saying to myself, that's pretty cool. I would like to go there. Problem is, they only serve chicken.
Oh, really?
I wish they had a couple other items on the menu,
Yeah, yeah.
But I think you get a half a chicken. So,
Holy
I mean,
cow.
it looked pretty appetizing and stuff like that, but I don't know if I could deal with a half a chicken,
That's a lot of chicken.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Double Diamond, thanks for showing up, my friend. Well, Rodney, that's going to be one of my future adventures is to get cameras in my train room. Trying to figure out how to do all of that because I got 2 rooms and it's hard to do. Thomas, that's a good question. I'm going to be working on the layout tomorrow. Maybe I will change my direction and clean up some track and maybe actually run a train tomorrow. I will see how it goes.
Mystic wants to know if you were to model an Eastern Railroad, which one would it be?
An Eastern Railroad?
Yeah.
I probably would do CSX. Because I like CSX. I like their paint schemes and stuff like that. But CSX is probably what I would do.
Steve 87's been the Medieval Times. He says you eat with your hands, you yell at people, but you can't yell. You can't call them wenches anymore.
Now they do a pretty good show. I mean, because they have first they start off with the 2 knights in the middle of the arena with sword fights.
Well, and then Kevin's saying that they don't give you any silverware, so you have to eat it with your hands. You just rip it up like the old days.
Oh, like in the olden days. Yeah. But the only thing is, medieval times they had turkey. They didn't have chicken. Because there's also a place here. It's further out in the East Valley where they actually have an arena just like that with all the little structures like it used to be way back in the day. Yeah. And you see everybody walking around in their outfits munching on a big old turkey leg. Right. But I would like to do that. But the only thing, like I said, I don't think I could deal with just having a chicken. I'd rather have, if there was other stuff on the menu. It's pretty spendy too. It's like $70 per person.
Oh yeah.
Carolina Foothills, how's it going, bud? Glad you can make it in here. I haven't seen you for a while. Glad you come in. What else we got? Medieval Times, Black. I suppose they have these all over the country. Because like Kevin must have been there at one time or another. He said it's a blast. They serve chicken because you don't give you any silver. That's pretty funny. I don't see. That's another thing. I don't think I could do with that either.
Yeah.
That's not period correct. Non-gender specific server.
Screw all that crap.
Yeah. But anyhow, so I guess Sparky sent me a text message the other day, and he said that they're gonna have a what did he say? One of the steam locomotives. They're gonna get a walkthrough or something like that.
Yeah, they're gonna try.
Yeah.
I can't commit yet.
Yeah, I don't want to. The only way I would go is if I drive, and I don't want to drive it by myself.
Yeah.
So I got to find somebody who's willing to take the drive with me. It's just too much of a hassle for me to fly.
Yeah, flying.
I don't even think there's an Amtrak that goes from here to there. I'd have to go to Los Angeles first, probably.
You would have to. Let's see. You could catch it up at Flagstaff.
Yeah, I can do that too.
But that still wouldn't take you
to Colorado.
To Denver. No. You'd have you couldn't.
No, there's no train that goes that way.
No, you'd have to. They'd probably take you over to Kansas City, and then you'd have to go backtrack a little bit up to Denver. But I don't know how that would work. Because the Amtrak that goes to Denver is the Zephyr. And I haven't ridden on that one yet.
Kevin Brown says they do pretty much the same show in Vegas at the Excalibur. Yeah, I'm sure they pretty much should be all the same.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I'm tired.
Says the first time he went was in Spain, and the wenches just kept bringing beers over when you yelled at them.
That's funny. Chainsaw tomorrow, Richmond, Virginia, meeting John Arthur. Very cool, very cool.
Oh, cool, Anthony.
Hello, James.
Hey, James.
How's it going, buddy? Well, I didn't think I was going to stay on here very long tonight because I was prepared to do a decoder install, but they sent me the wrong decoder, or I ordered the wrong decoder, or one or the other. So, but I'm glad everybody showed up. I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. Thank you so much. Jeff and the Railroad Enthusiast. How's it going, bud?
Jeff.
Any more questions for me? How's William doing, John?
Oh, he's doing doing good. He's
still playing. Is the football season still going?
No, he's. I think they're working out and stuff like that now.
Just in case anybody wasn't here.
He's looking for a job, to work in the evenings or after school or whatever. So stuff like that. And grades are great. Kimberly, her last report card was all A's.
Wow, very good.
Oh yeah, she does not like getting anything lower than an A.
Take care, Joe. Thanks for showing up tonight. I think I showed this earlier tonight, but I want to show it again. If anybody knows how to hook this up, please get in touch with me.
What is that? A soundboard?
It's a mixing board.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I know how to smash them on the floor. I did that at a bar one time in a bar fight. I was trying to keep the people apart, and everything got shoved in there. I was trying to keep us off the soundboard because the band was playing. And man, next thing I know, boom! There we are on top of that thing. That was the end of that show.
It wasn't that small either. It was a little bit bigger.
It was like probably about 4 feet wide or long. Yeah, it was a big one.
Probably 32 channel or something. Because I remember when I was in the band, that's what we had. We had a 32 channel mixing board.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do that because I was telling her I do not have a radio voice, and this here gives me 3 adjustments in bass, middle, and treble, and that's what I want,
right.
Plus, it gives me the opportunity to have two mics at the same time going on, which is good if I have anybody over here as a guest. You know, I could give them a mic. I have my own mic, and things good. And it's got a lot of stuff on there. It's got reverb and delay and all kinds of good stuff.
Yeah.
It's got Bluetooth. It can be hooked up with Bluetooth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But if I can't get it to work.
All right, Steve 87. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck in Arizona?
If you can find it, I don't know. George.
Well, I would say northern Arizona would be the place for the woodchuck to go.
Yeah, exactly. George FL, your box went out today. Your little gift went out today. Hello, Dave FMB.
Hey,
how's it going? Yeah. So I'm
Cousin Vinny with bass and reverb, Barry White. Yeah, there you go, Derek. Man, it's too bad there's not artists around like him anymore. You know, they don't make music. That was back when they actually played it.
And they didn't lip sync it. You know, every time I watch America's Got Talent, there's always one thing I look for when a person is singing. I look to see if these veins are popping out. If these veins are popping out, they're really singing. If the veins are not popping out, they're lip syncing. Coolest train you ever had. Coolest train ride you ever had. Coolest train ride I ever had was the Grand Canyon ride. We drove up to Williams, Arizona, and then we took the Grand Canyon train from Williams up to the Grand Canyon. That was cool. That was cool ride, especially when the Cowboys
grabbed the train.
I like
riding all the way up to Bald Knob with Big Six.
Yeah,
I believe it's either the second or third largest Shay ever built. So it was pretty cool.
Did mine go out? Derek Alexander, I believe it did. I really don't. I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Kevin, that's what they do, just auto tune.
Yeah. So Derek, I'm pretty sure yours might have gone out. If not, it'll be going out within the next week. I just have a few more boxes to get out. Keep forgetting every time I go to my daughter's house, I forget to take the dolly so I can do all these boxes at one time, you know. But when I get to the post office, I have to carry it from the car into the post office. Is there veins?
Yeah, you see what Tim says? Because he sings. He's a singer.
Who is?
Tim.
Oh. Your neck should be showing any. Your neck shouldn't be showing any strain. Well, I notice when people talk though that the veins pop out here too. I don't know. That's just something I was taught a long time ago. It may not be true. I don't know. I'm just something I look at every time.
Maybe it's just if you're singing metal. You're angry.
Screaming out, yeah.
Yes, Steve, you need to go to Casa next time you're out there. You can do the Bald Knob run, ride it all the way up to the top. But I'm going to tell you some news, though. They're planning on running year-round. They've got to finish doing a bridge and a couple of other things, and they're planning on running year-round in the snow, everything. I want to go. I haven't been up there in the fall to see the leaves, and I definitely want to go if they're going to run year-round. I want to go up there in the wintertime just to see the snow up there. I know it'll be colder than hell, but, man, it'll be a beautiful ride.
See, Kevin Brown and Debbie Brown got to ride this Jacobite Express in Scotland.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Now, I have been at Strasbourg. That was fun up there. That was the first meet and greet I got to go to. And the last
Nathan, that would be one of the places. Would be Strasbourg. Also, I would like to go to the Horseshoe Curve. You know,
yeah.
But yeah, those would be a couple places I'd go to. Whatever else railroad related, I would like to go see. If I'm going to make the trip there, I'm going to make it a trip, you know. But like I said, I do not want to fly, only because for me to fly, I have to bring my what do they call it? My oxygen making machine, and it's noisy. And I can't see sitting on a plane for 4 hours with this thing making noise. People are going to get pissed at me and start throwing stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And they won't let me take a bottle on the plane. It's against the law to take a bottle, you know, one of my oxygen bottles.
Right.
I can't take it on there. And if I could, I would have to take 3 of them, at least 3. You know,
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Frankfurt to Berlin before the wall came down. Oh, that was cool.
Mystic says Japanese trains are cool. They sometimes have beer and snacks. But you're not on that train long enough to have a beer or snack, are you?
Yeah, right, because it goes, what, 350 miles an hour?
Yeah, they're screaming through there.
Yeah. Well, I hear all kinds of rumors of what Amtrak is doing with the Peavine sub. I understand, and I've heard this from different people, that they are going to do from the BNSF Transcon down to here. It's gonna mirror the Peavine sub with the Amtrak.
Well, I wonder if they would run it from Flagstaff all the way down to Tucson, then, just to hook up to Tucson.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate plan, is to get down to Tucson. So, but yeah. So now Roy had told me that he had seen some of the construction going on already.
Yeah.
Every time he drives on the I-40, you know, because that's where it is. That's where they connect. Right? But I don't know. There's only rumors that I've heard, you know, that they're going to do the Amtrak coming down from there to here, and probably going down to Tucson too, you know.
Yeah, because it would meet up with the Amtrak that goes down south there to go through Tucson. So.
Yep. But see, that's the thing. I think the plan is not to be using the UP lines for Amtrak anymore. I think it's going to be strictly here.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to go to California, you'd have to take the train from Phoenix to Flagstaff, and then Flagstaff to California. That's how you probably have to do it, unless they have a turnout someplace that's going to follow it some other way. But that's how you would have to do it.
Well, there's definitely no trains along the 10. I can tell you that until you get into Colton and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Kevin Brown says, I know Amtrak is planning to finally link up to Vegas. Yeah, I heard that also.
Yeah.
But I have never been on an Amtrak train.
Really? See, Ron Miller wants to know if you're going to start running Amtrak.
Who said that?
Ron Moen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got an Amtrak I'll be running. Yeah. It won't be an Amtrak train. It will be like a commuter service from Phoenix to Williams. Is basically
the Phoenix, like a Roadrunner or whatever they have.
Yeah. My Amtrak is called the Desert Rambler.
Desert Rambler. Okay.
Yeah. So it'll cruise up to Williams. I'm gonna have a locomotive on both ends.
Yeah.
So it'll be a push and pull, you know, because there's no way to turn it around once I get up to Williams. So it would just be a push and pull. Yeah, exactly. So, and that's cool because they do it that way anyhow.
Wigwag's been on the Zephyr. That's the one I want to get on, because that goes through some beautiful country.
You know, Flagstaff's getting smashed with snow right now. Holy!
Yeah, I know. I have the stream on. I always have that cam on.
Yeah, it's getting hammered.
I think they've got probably about 3 feet of snow up there now.
I think it's more than that. I think the last storm they had dumped 3 feet, and they had more before that. Yeah, we've been getting hit with a lot of rain. This is the wettest year I have seen since I've been here.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable the amount of rain that we have gotten, and you guys too. You guys have been getting hit with a lot of rain too.
Yeah, we're getting some rain. It's springtime.
Yeah.
It's springtime. This is spring. It's not wintertime out here. This is spring because everything greens up. Good night, James. Everything is green until about April. Then it turns brown.
Yeah. Everything is green until you drive 30 miles south of there.
Yeah.
It's all brown until you get 30 miles south of Flagstaff.
Yeah. Hey, Frank.
Hello, Mr. Frank. Hey, Frank, did you get... I was giving Frank a hard time because he's one of the guys that entered under
different name.
And he sent me a letter saying, hey, when are you going to send out my stuff on the Central Appalachia Crossing? And I'm saying, who in the hell is that? Right? So then I figured out it was him, but I was giving him a hard time. I don't know you. What do you mean contest? What contest are you talking about? So I finally sent him a text message today and said, hey, bud, I was just giving you a hard time. Don't be mad at me, Frank. I'm just giving you a hard time, bud. But anyhow, your package went out today, I believe. So, yeah. See, even Possum Bayou says double the rainfall. Yeah, I bet you we doubled ours too, because they were saying on the weather reports they were saying expect at least a half inch tonight. And so it's like they knew how much it was coming down.
No, the thing about you guys though, Vinny, is you capture your rain.
Can't hear you.
The thing about you guys is you capture your rain. California lets it go all back out to the ocean. I'm serious.
It's pretty stupid.
It's been they haven't done anything. The last reservoir they built was in 1976. The first time I came out here was in 1982. In the first rainstorm, I saw all this water going. Well, where's it going? Are you capturing it? Well, no, it just goes out to the ocean. Oh, why? You're living in a desert. You need all the water that you can get. I mean, all they got to do is filter it.
Yeah.
You know, God, there's a lot of crap in it, but I mean, anytime you have a flood, but it just goes all back out into the ocean, and they wonder why they got a problem. No common sense.
Yep, exactly. No common sense whatsoever. I watched this a YouTube video about this little 7-year-old girl who has the ambition to be a Thunderbirds pilot.
Oh.
She's 7 years old, okay?
Yeah.
And her dream was to meet the only female pilot on the Thunderbird team. And so it was on what's her name? I forgot her name. Damn it. Anyhow, I was on a talk show. And so this little girl's there, and the lady on the talk show, I forgot who it was. She says, I have a surprise for you. And so the pilot that she was, inspired by was at the show also. So the little girl met her and this and that. Then they arranged for her to actually go to hometown for Thunderbirds.
Ah.
And she got to tour one of the F-16s that they use.
F-16, yeah.
So she got up and she looked in the cockpit. She climbed up on this ladder and she's looking in the cockpit and stuff. And they did a special show for her. They took off for her and they did all this kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
She was really excited. She had a regular jumpsuit on and had her name on it. In fact, one of the jets had her name on it. They put her name on it.
Cool.
That was really cool.
Right
she was
on.
so excited. Wow. I was like, holy mackerel.
Yeah, I'm going to get to see them. I think in March they're going to be out here. Blue Angels and Thunderbirds together.
Well, together, one show?
Base. Yeah, out here at the base. Yeah.
That's cool.
We haven't had an air show out here in probably 6 years.
Is that going to be in Oxnard?
Yeah, it'll be here at the base. Yeah.
All right. Well, that might be interesting. That's a short drive for me.
Yeah.
Got a place for me to stay?
Yeah.
All right. Anyhow, I'm going to call it good tonight. I didn't think I was going to go a whole hour, but I did go a whole hour. John, from now on, I'm just going to put a test in your email. I'm not going to ask if you want to go. If you come in, you come in.
All right. That'll work.
Yeah. Let's see. Possum Bio, they usually start at El Centro, California. I went there in 2017. I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, El Centro. Oh, that's where the Blue Angels.
Oh, Blue Angels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that. We have an Air Force base here. It's not too far from my house too.
Yeah.
It's Luke Air Force Base.
Yeah.
And I have not heard since I've been here if the Thunderbirds have ever been out here. I don't think the Blue Angels would come here because it's not anything close to.
Yeah, Navy. Right.
Navy stuff, you know. Oh, I found out some stuff that I get because of my VA rating.
Oh yeah.
For instance, I get tax relief on my car registration.
Yeah.
So I was down there, you know, I was at the Department of Motor Vehicles early this week, Tuesday, I think it was. And she said, "Oh, you get to save the tax on your registration." So I'm saying, big deal, tax, you know.
Yeah.
What's it going to be, $10, $15? It's $188.
Holy crap.
So, and yeah, it's like, so all I pay is the registration fee and some other fee. And I got disabled license plate. So that's $25 for that.
Huh.
So it's disabled veteran with the Navy insignia on it. That's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I also can get tax relief on my property tax.
Oh, that's good.
So that's if that works out, that's another $100 and something per month.
Oh yeah, that works out really good.
So I call them up and they're going to be sending me free life insurance and now dental. Yeah, Chris, I know in the main hospital down here, they have a whole section of the hospital that's being renovated to do dental work. So I'm looking forward to that because I got to keep up on these guys. So what was I saying?
I don't know. We got sidetracked. Imagine that on a train show getting sidetracked.
Really? No, I got these little nifty things too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Come on. Can you see that?
No, they don't. Oh, the lights. Yeah, I can see them flashing.
Yeah, I decided I get a little fancy in this. Since I'm going to spend time in it, I might as well make it comfortable, right? And the bed is still available for anybody who comes over. So
yeah,
they just need to move my green screen out of the way. They'll be good to go. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to call it good tonight, guys. I appreciate everybody showing up on short notice. Take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you. Don't forget, I got a 15-minute video tomorrow.
Next week.
And we'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.